Are we live? We're live. Going live. Bismillah. Okay. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are live. Are we live? Sound check, sound check. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we're live. We're live on Instagram, Telegram, and hologram. Okay, alright. Jam and the hologram. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Saya nak jodoh Coach Yuri ingin bantu anda dapat perkahwinan yang berkat bahagia dengan taruh yang halal. Okay, tak halal jangan buat. Okay, so malam ni and adalah maybe it's you, maybe mungkin you yang menjadi magnet bad boys. Mungkin when I say you, I mean sister you, kawan you, someone you know at the office. Maybe occasionally you see this person in the mirror, maybe kan. Not you. When I say you, is macam someone you know, because that helps to give macam objectivity. It's like being an observer as a third person supaya you boleh nampak dengan secara objektif lah. Secara objektif of what this person might be going through or might have this inclination of emotional, unhealthy emotional punya responses. Okay, so topik kita adalah what if you are the magnet for bad boys? What if you are the magnet for bad boys? Okay, remember who said maybe it's you? It's not you. It's someone you know. Okay, and all right. So we've talked about bad boys so many times for several nights already. The red flags of bad boys, the dangers of bad boys, how bad boys lure you in, how bad boys will make you feel and screw up your life. Okay, and tonight we're going to specifically nak bincang mungkin benda yang you buat yang mungkin menarik bad boy ke dalam kehidupan you. That is very important. Okay, secara sedar atau tak sedar, you menarik perhatian, you menarik cinta, you menarik bad boy ke dalam hati you. Bad boy tak semestinya dia berpakaian macam ni kan. Bad boy ni muka yang pakai all yang macam ni mungkin nak merompak kot. Tak semestinya dia rupa dia yang macam ni. Kira semua all black, apa semua cek pasal kan. Macam yo, I'm a bad boy. Right, bad boys, what you gonna do? So tak semestinya berpakaian macam tu. It is bad boys ni orang yang bad for you or bad for your relationship. Okay, just to give it a very summarized description. Okay, bad boys can be anyone who's bad for you. And how come you are possibly menarik, menjadi magnet kepada bad boys? Okay, so why on earth would you put yourself repeatedly to cause yourself pain? Kan? What are the decisions, the behavior yang boleh membuatkan you menarik bad boy ni ke dalam kehidupan you and causing you more and more pain? Okay, maybe it's him and maybe it's you. Mungkin dia, mungkin you. Okay, ini adalah persoalan macam you might notice someone at the office ke or someone you know. It's like, asal she has such bad luck with relationship. She has such even that person pun mengaku, I have such bad luck with relationship. I mean, I'm good at my career, but I'm no good at relationship. I'm always getting screwed over, always kena tipah tertipu, kan? So, why would someone continually menzalimi diri sendiri? Okay, menzalimi diri sendiri. I mean, I know it's a big word, menzalimi dan penzalim. Kadang-kadang penzalim tu diri kita sendiri. Kita tak sedar, kan? So, insyaAllah ni mungkin boleh beri kesedaran, and maybe you can put a label to that feeling, so we can address it, insyaAllah. Okay, so kita break down kenapa you mungkin mencari lelaki bad boy yang tak boleh cinta you balik or tak nak cinta kat you. Okay, orang yang you nak, orang yang tak nak kat you nak orang yang tak boleh cinta you. Okay, dan per sharing malam ini adalah applicable to one, someone still in a relationship, tengah jahil dating, lepas tu you nak kat dia tapi dia macam nak tak nak kat you, okay, dah bertahun-tahun tak nak masuk Minang, tapi you ada dalam kehidupan dia, masih tersangkut kat dia. Two, ini mungkin your past relationship, sekarang you dah single dan mungkin pernah terjadi kat you, dan dengan sharing malam ni harap kita boleh realize dan sedar that untuk elakkan dari terjadi lagi sekali, okay. Dan this and especially in ta'aruf yang halal kan, a lot of these things will be avoided actually, sebab ta'aruf yang halal mengelakkan drama. That's very important. Ta'aruf yang halal mengelakkan drama-drama yang macam ni. Orang drama-drama memang susah nak tak nak buat ta'aruf yang halal because it's not dramatic. Orang yang nak drama king, drama queen, susah dia orang nak buat ta'aruf yang halal kalau dia orang memang drama king or drama queen, okay, sebab it's very drama free. And what one of the sister yang she was going through a ta'aruf with a guy and tak menjadi, and she felt okay, great, it was done very professionally. Dia tak rasa tersinggung, tak rasa macam nothing, not taking it personally. Okay, next. Her attitude is just next. Okay, ni tak jadi for logistical reason, and dia tak menaruh harapan, dia tak invest her emotions sebab dia buat ta'aruf yang halal kan, dan tak ada drama, and it was done very very professionally by the book of ta'aruf halal, cara yang Islam nak, cara yang disyariatkan, and dia tak singgung, tak rasa tidak dihormati. Memang the process is very respectable, very dignified. That's why I'm advocating ta'aruf halal, so you tak sakit hati lagi. It's very important. Dalam Islam memang Islam tak nak kita drama-drama kan. Islam tak nak kita, agama kita mengelakkan benda-benda yang tak diingini berlaku. Sebab tu sistem ta'aruf halal dah ada dalam agama kita. Tapi unfortunately ramai tak tahu. Kita tak belajar dulu, tak ada orang nak ajar. So I'm sharing it with you supaya you boleh tahu, kenal, ada ilmu yang halal, boleh buat tindakan mencari jodoh yang halal dan mendapat result yang tepat dan halal. Okay? Supaya you tak salah pilih calon suami or isteri. Okay, so bismillah. Let's start. Okay, so it is perbincangan yang macam ni, it requires a lot of self-reflection, and fair warning, it might membuka perasaan. It can get very emotional lah. It can get very emotional, and looking into at our own faults is usually very emotional. Kan, being vulnerable, it's tough, but it will make you tougher. Kan, how to improve ourselves is to look at our vulnerabilities and our weaknesses. When we can address that, we can fix that, and it can make us tougher, inshallah. Okay, and at the same time, being emotional pasal our own weaknesses, our own drawbacks, it is a good thing, because emosi kita ni kita boleh gunakan untuk gerakkan kita ke hadapan. Okay, janganlah kita berasa lara je, mandom je. Alright, so I know it's realistically, of course, it's a saddening exercise yang menyedihkan, betul, but realistically, if you use it right, use your emotion to push yourself to grow towards Allah. That is why it's beneficial, it's productive to look at our flaws and minta Allah kuatkan diri kita. Give us the strength. Ya Allah, give us the strength. Give me the strength to grow towards you. That is the point of discussing our own strength. And sadly, a lot of people can't even think of looking at their own flaws because one, they're afraid to be vulnerable. Two, they're afraid of facing their own weaknesses. For example, remember masa kat college dulu, I was reading I think Tony Robbins punya buku, I think Awaken the Giant Within, in the hall, and I was reading that book, and then my friend, she sat next to me, and then she asked me, Suri, what book is that? Oh, it's a personal development book. It's like, why do you read that stuff? It's like, oh, I want to be a better person. You should give it a good read. It's a very good read. You should give it a read. Tak nak lah. Why not? I tanya dia. It's like tak nak lah. Nanti I will realize all my weaknesses. Okay, that's weird. And she's afraid to realize her weaknesses, and she did not dare to realize her own shortcoming and don't want to address it. So, well, her life, and it's like that was that conversation lah. It's like, okay, that's weird. I mean, I want to know what are my shortcomings so I can fix it and move on and work also on my strength. That's me. That's me lah. So I can grow towards Allah. So different people, different approach to looking at their own weaknesses, and no, it's not different. Some people just don't even approach to look at their own weaknesses, kan? And okay, so enough mukadimah. All right. Yes, use your emotions to grow towards Allah. Like I mentioned the other night, kan? Allah gave us, gave us life, and Allah gave us emotions. Why? To grow towards Him. To grow towards Him. To grow towards Allah. That's why Allah gave us life. That's why Allah gave us emotions. Kena pandai learn to manage our own emotion to grow towards Allah. All right. If you can't take anything at all out of tonight, that is the line I want you to take home. Allah created you, and Allah gave you life, and Allah gave you emotions to worship and to grow towards Him. That's it. Okay, bye. All right. Just kidding. All right. Itu baru mukadimah. All right. So, and all right. So, what if you are the magnet of bad boys? Kan? Magnet of bad boys. Ding, ding, ding. Mungkin salah satu sebab you menjadi magnet bad boys, or not just bad boys, but it's generally you are attracting unhealthy relationship. And mungkin you yang menjadi pengelak intimacy, intimacy avoider, Mak Saleh cakap. And avoiding real love as a way of protecting yourself. Macam if you love, you will get hurt, but you are in a relationship, or you don't even want to go into a relationship, or you don't even dare to have takruf with someone because you're avoiding intimacy to protect your emotions. It's like you want it's like you want to get into the car, but it's like you want to drive somewhere, but you're afraid to get into a possible accident. Can it's like so if you're on the road, there's always some possibility of getting into an accident. Betul tak? But what you can do is to mitigate and to be a better driver. Simple as that. So how to be a better driver? Know what are the red flags in the other person and the other red flags in yourself. For example, the red flag is yourself is maybe you are the one who's avoiding intimacy because you pernah kecundang dulu, kan? Dulu lah. And to basically to protect yourself from getting hurt, you just don't want to get into the car, or just don't want to proceed with having an emotional relationship with anyone at all. And it is something that I am trying to help with when ladies approach me, contact me, cakap, I want to get married tapi malas lah nak fikir. Like, okay, right. So how do you want me to help you? Entah, tak lah, I'm not sure if I want to get married. I just want a companion. Well, what sort of companion? A halal companion? Or what? I can only help you the halal way. All right. They only can help you that one way. Halal is the way. Okay. So avoiding intimacy ni, it is you entering into relationship and getting the sensation of being of being in love without the real risk. Macam having a companion but not having the emotions involved or the connection with the other person, and avoiding this kind of meaningful bond with another human being, right? And for the rest of your life, if you're not having an emotional bond, you don't have to know your partner. You won't know your deeper partner. You won't know your partner on a deeper level, and he doesn't get to know you either. And then you complain macam, oh, you don't know me, you don't understand me. Well, maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. Can because you have not opened up. You have not opened up, so he doesn't want to open up. But you want a emotional relationship with your husband, but you don't open up, he don't open up. So it takes two to tango. All right. Uh, okay. All right. Right. Okay. Cool. And kadang my concern is nanti you dah kahwin, kan, and you punya relationship with your husband is just very superficial. How was your day? My day is good. How was yours? My day is good. Kan, rest for dinner. It's on the table. That's it. No, don't want to talk about feelings or emotion or connect or bond. Luahkan perasaan, curahan hati. Is that what a good halal companionship is about? Kan? And unfortunately, pengelak intimacy, it's difficult for them to have that. And then at the same time, like you might feel that there's no point of getting married because you can't visualize yourself and of getting married with another person, because all you want is a companionship, and you can't see that halal married relationship is that solution. So even though if I introduce you to someone yang super awesome, dia ada akhlak, ada agama, and handsome, kaya, berjaya pun, but if you cannot see that you can have a connection with this person in the future, dah nikah nanti, then I letak berapa ramai eligible bachelor in front of you pun, it will not work. So that's my concern. Kan? What I'm doing right now is I'm filtering orang yang serious nak kahwin, bukan orang yang still indecisive. I would just want a companionship. Yeah. Halal ta'aruf is the way to a halal companionship for the rest of your life. And it's also bigger than that. It's for your jannah, and it's for your children, and it's to mendapatkan keridaan Allah. It's not just companionship. It is also an emotional bond between you and your wife, you and your husband. All right. Okay. So I hope I'm talking to people who are decisive, have made a decision, and if you have not made a decision, I hope this will give you some kesedaran, inshallah. Okay. And for if you are in a jahil dating relationship, jahat, I call it jahil dating. Jahil ni bukan you jahil jahat, tak. Jahil ni maksud I ignorant. Jahil maksud dia ignorant, meaning you tak tahu relationship ni nak ke mana, you tak tahu relationship ni ketujuan dia apa, nak kahwin ke tak. It's just for fun, right? It's just for fun. Test drive. Perempuan pun test drive lelaki juga, kan? And unfortunately, it's just not I endorse, something I endorse. Okay, but this relationship, you might see it macam you don't want intimacy, but you cannot dump the guy that you are with, but because he seems like a good guy, kan? He seems consistent, reliable, stable, good person, but maybe you are the one who cannot see a future with him. So no matter how hard he tries to please you, then there's no future in it if you don't see a future with him. Okay, so I'll give you some signs, some checklists, some signs that you might be avoiding intimacy. Okay. Warning, Warning, this might bring up emotions in you. And at the same time, janganlah menjadi seorang yang hypochondriac, yang masa macam, aku macam ni, aku macam ni, aku macam ni, aku macam ni. Be careful lah. Be careful. Self-reflection requires wisdom, and maybe you should istisharah with your friends juga, a close friend that trusts you and knows you. Kan? Aku macam ni ke? Tanya dia. You list this down. I'm gonna give you the signs. You list this down, and then you bincang dengan kawan you. Betul ke tak? Sometimes that person can see things in you more objectively. Okay? So, sign yang pertama yang mungkin you adalah seorang pengelak intimacy. Pertama, you believe there is only one true love soulmate out there. There's only one person out there for you, kan? And that guy has long gone, he has left, he has married someone else. So he was my soulmate, but he left me. That fantastical thinking, all right? And reminds me of this uncle, a homeless man. When I used to serve food to the homeless dulu. Uncle ni, he was a young, bright engineer dulu in his 80s dulu, and he said why we interviewed him and tanya, kenapa uncle, why do you choose to be homeless? Well, why do you choose to be homeless? And dia cakap, sebab dia sedih girlfriend dia tinggalkan dia dulu. Lepas tu dia cannot change his life since then, because itulah cinta satu-satunya yang sejati, that he cannot get back to a normal life since then. So, that is sad. Yeah. I hope he's alright. And this uncle, he's very smart, very witty. Kadang I lepak with him kan. He has so much puns and jokes, and I enjoy spending time with him. But unfortunately, even though he's intelligent, but he could not get his emotional issues set. Get back on his feet emotionally. So he has been a homeless man since the 80s, 90s, and 2000, dah 30 tahun he's been homeless, because dia hidup dalam lara kan, dalam mandom je. Yeah, so anyway, so alright, so sorry, just thinking of him. I hope he's okay since the pandemic kan. Okay, alright, so sambung. So I hope this is not happening to you. You thinking that, there's only one soulmate and he has gone, dah kahwin orang lain, tak ada orang lain dah nak kat you. I hope this is not your line of thinking. Alright, so another sign that you are possibly avoiding intimacy, and in a way you're self-sabotaging you, is by having a very long checklist, a very, very ridiculously fantastical checklist describing how the type of person you would be willing to commit to. Panjang. He has to be the prince of whatever, of Monaco, tapi solat tahajud tak lepas. It's like, so manage your expectation is one of the things that we shall be discussing, inshallah. Alright, so a ridiculously long, fantastical checklist. You're just blocking yourself from having an intimate relationship, kan? By, tapi I nak orang-orang macam ni. I'm not picky. I bukannya memilih sangat, tapi this is my list. 20 pages. Dia kena macam ni, bla bla bla. Kan? Kena, kaki dia kena panjang macam Hugh Jackman, tapi rupa dia kena macam Orlando Bloom. And ridiculously long and superficial checklist of your sort of soulmate. Okay, and the next sign is you pilih orang yang sangat jauh. You sengaja pilih orang yang sangat jauh. Sengaja pilih long distance relationship. Sengaja secara sedar atau tak sedar lah, you cakap, oh, my guy I'm talking to, he's living in Narnia. He's living in Narnia. It's like, oh, macam mana kita nak berjumpa, susah kan, nanti MCO dah habis pun tak boleh nak berjumpa. He lives in Narnia. I can't get to see him, he can't get to see me. So he's geographically undesirable. So he lives in Narnia, I tak ada address dia tak ada address I, we cannot meet. Okay, address dia Narnia. Okay, rumah nombor 20 Narnia. Okay, di Narnia. So sengaja mengelakkan intimacy. Alright, so Narnia. Okay, and then next sign adalah you are very uncomfortable when being asked questions that you perceive as personal. Everything is personal. Semua benda personal. Dia tanya you macam, oh, how do you find yourself? How do you see yourself as a wife and mother? This for my husband to find out. That's personal. No, this is a valid ta'aruf question. A valid ta'aruf question where your person you perkenalan tu kena tanya, elok tanya dan tahu kan. Nanti you tanya dia macam, oh, how do you see yourself as a husband? And dia cakap, no, this is very, very personal and you cannot, you're not from Narnia, so I cannot tell you. I don't know, I suddenly had Trevor Noah in my head. Okay, anywho, next sign adalah your discussion with him is just very superficial and light-hearted discussion. So contoh macam dalam tengah ta'aruf kan, you tanya dia, oh, how's the weather there over there in Narnia? Narnia. How's the weather over there in Narnia? He says fine. And then they tanya you, how's the weather there in Fantasia or La La Land? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, good. So where's this discussion going? Nowhere. It's just superficial, lighthearted, nothing intimate or nothing serious. Kan? Ta'aruf questions is 360. It is about spirituality. It is about family. It is about emotions. It is about finance. It is about children, in-laws. It covers everything. These are things that needs to be asked and needs to be discussed. And these things are not superficial. All right. Even questions like health. Do you have any health issues? Diabetic or whatnot? Or would you call yourself a romantic? Like, no, that's personal. Can't talk about that. So you're basically avoiding any intimate. Bukan nak intimasi dengan dia, but these are deep questions that needs to be discussed. Needs to be discussed. Okay, all right. So next sign adalah you are having fun with someone, but you don't want to deal with anything serious. You pun macam emotionally cannot commit. Ni of course this is not in a ta'aruf punya setting lah, but ini macam you are jahil dating someone and you are just tak apalah, sunuk-sunuk je, teman tapi mesra, TTM kan, tapi nothing serious. Dangerous. You know that song by Ratu, Teman Tapi Mesra? Yeah, TTM. Yeah, listen to that song. There you might realize how dangerous that could be. All right, it's a fun song, but it's rather dangerous. Okay, so next sign that you can easily avoid intimacy adalah it's very easy for you to cancel your ta'aruf meeting with this person. Cakap, oh, I busy, kan? Oh, dia cakap you busy. Memang kalau you memang actually busy, lain cerita. But macam semua macam dia nak ajak, cakap nak bincang pasal kahwin, nikah, ta'aruf, betul kan? And then you cakap, I busy. Sampai bila busy? If it's important to you, ta'aruf, you put ta'aruf in your schedule, okay? You will actually go through ta'aruf. And if it's important to you, but if it's not important to you, you'll be avoiding it. Betul tak? And okay, so next point adalah you rasa in a lot of ways you can be counted on, but just not emotionally. I mean, I don't want to discuss my emotions. Well, not just men feel this way or do this, can, and women do it too. It's like tak nak bincang pasal ni because it might lead to a commitment, right? And why I'm saying this is because it happened to me. Ah, let's not go into details. I've mentioned it already several nights ago, but I'm not gonna go into details tonight. All right. So, okay. So next sign adalah you could get highly sensitive. You could get highly sensitive, or specifically, you greatly fear criticism or disapproval or rejection. Kan? Uh, Macam that guy cakap, hey, we need to discuss these things, and it's very important, and then you get pissed off. No, I don't want to discuss this thing. I think this is just for my husband to know. Well, my health is just for my husband to know. Blah 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 blah. Well, he might be your husband. He may want to be your husband, but you're avoiding deep discussions. So, why these deep discussions are important for man and woman both is because it's an indicator to know this person can open up, can have deep discussions, can have serious discussion, and sanggup berbincang, berani berbincang, kan, to have open, uh, to have a good strong emotional connection is very important. Kalau initially pun tunjuk semua avoid, macam how do you expect a deep discussion or deep emotional bond to happen? Okay, so these are indicators of, okay, this person is emotionally absent, or he's there in front of you physically, but this person is emotionally absent, guy or girl, both, kan. Maybe you in front of him physically, tapi dia rasa you are, where are you emotionally, are you here, where are you, hello, I'm right in front of you, let's talk about ta'aruf, but it's just not there, okay. And sedar tak sedar, this is the next sign. Sedar tak sedar, you might stay too long in that dating or ta'aruf, because macam maybe you are the one yang cakap, hey, let's ta'aruf, kan, tapi you don't want to discuss things because you're afraid of, these things are too intimate to discuss, kan. And then you might realize that, hey, this ta'aruf, your so-called ta'aruf is going on for too long, dah setahun 2 tahun ta'aruf. If you want to waste your time and life and youth for so long, up to you, but you might be wasting the time and life and youth of the other person. Okay, so consider the other person juga. All right, and ching. Okay, next subtopic adalah drama queen or drama king. Men can be drama king too, okay. Have you been on Instagram lately? It's like, asal Muhammad ni bising kan. So it goes both ways. Both have drama. And drama queen and drama king, so for the sake of discussion, I just say drama queen, okay? Boleh, jangan marah. It could be both, drama queen or drama king. So discussion is just focusing on queen. All right. Drama queen could be an addiction to the chase or the chaotic nature of the relationship. Suka the roller coaster of emotional roller coaster, kan. And the chase, players like this so much, because the fantasy of the relationship could potentially, you believe the fantasy of the relationship could potentially become more important than the reality. And at the height of this relationship, uh, you might be being come to a realization that, hey, this is not real, and then you know the allure, the tarikan of the relationship tu could fade. And dia cakap, tak nak lah, you boring lah kan. And then mundane life sets in. And because the romantic high dah gone. So dah kejar, macam player lah. Player tu dah kejar, dah dapat, lepas tu dia boring. He wants the chase. He doesn't want relationship. Alright? Okay, so these are people who like to be in perpetual chaos, roller coaster of life. Kan, suka roller coaster relationship. And what that translate into real in relationship is when your sister, you tengok your sister, this is happening, and macam, oh, shocknya I have a new boyfriend, shocknya I have a new friend, every few weeks dia ada new boyfriend. I know a girl, it's like, hey, dia cakap, hey, I have a new boyfriend. Okay, don't you already have a boyfriend? No, this is another one. Okay, pelik Minah ni macam it's like tengah duduk ramai-ramai lah. She got off the phone, hey, I have a new boyfriend. Okay, but don't you already have a new boyfriend? But this is a new one. Okay, all right. She likes that attention, and she likes the being chased. So yeah, maybe you know someone like this. Again, you've seen this or know someone like this, and continuously living in that roller coaster, being chased. Sure lah, dapat attention. Who doesn't, kan? But is it at a healthy dose? Is it at a healthy approach or perspective? Alright. And then lepas tu bila boyfriend dia orang, oh, they found out each other, lepas tu they break up, they both dump her. And then cakap, oh, how come no one loves me? Kan? How come no one loves me? How come everyone is treating me like this? How come no one loves me? And then she would go talk to everyone. She would go talk to everyone. How come no one loves me? How come people are treating me like this? I'm thinking, you asked for it. Okay, drama queen. It's like, and then she gets macam, why is everyone because everyone became sick and tired of hearing of her bad luck in men. And she has bad luck in men. And it's like, not bad luck. You made it happen. You let it happen. You created it to happen. Okay, and she is comfortable in that chaos. She's comfortable in that chaos. So hopefully this is not you. I know this is not you. Otherwise you wouldn't be really listening. And this is probably someone you know, your sister or friend in the office. Kan, selalu je drama. Dia seorang je yang ada masalah boyfriend or tunang dia, whatever. Kan, surely you know someone like this. Unfortunately. So okay. So here are some signs that you are attracted to drama. So yeah, not you, someone you know. Okay, you're engaged in a behavior that regularly affects your ability to function, eat, sleep, work, and so forth. And maybe at the office pun macam asyik mudi je kan, asyik mudi, kejap happy, kejap mudi, because of this relationship drama. And then and you feel that the next sign is you feel that normal is boring. And this reminds me of the sister yang messaged me the other day. Dia cakap she doesn't want, I'm not saying this is her case, okay? I'm saying that it's possibly an indicator she finds normalcy boring. Why? It's because she said that she doesn't want a husband yang kerja 9 to 5 and hujung minggu keluar makan, lepas tu sambung balik next week. Same thing, the same mundane life. Well, it's the usual adult life, kan? I mean, if your husband is Indiana Jones with his, which is a fantastical story. It's Hollywood fantasy. If your husband is Jack Sparrow, maybe you won't have such normalcy. But you know, sister, if you're listening, you might find this reflective. I hope this is not truly your issue, but I hope that you could reflect on this at least, inshallah. Okay. You might find normalcy boring and you're not sure what sort of spouse you want. So if like that, I don't know how to help you because it's yeah, normal adult life. It's going to be occasionally mundane and boring, but that's why you go take your family for holidays on occasion. Can weekend take your family out, uh, with the exception of MCO lah, can, and uh, and that's why having a deep conversation with your spouse is very important. If you are avoiding emotional, avoiding intimate discussion with your spouse, you will have an absolute mundane normalcy and it will be absolutely boring. What is exciting to have an emotional bond with your spouse and discuss, hey, how can we spice out our life? You know, like what Spice Girl said, spice up your life. Okay, it's just the title. Spice up your life. Okay, all right. How to spice up your life? Have that strong emotional bond with your spouse. How to have the emotional spouse, how to have the emotional bond with your spouse is by being intimate with your spouse. And it you know, it works. It's how it works. It's adulting. That's adulting, right? Discussion, emotional bond, daring to be vulnerable with your spouse, open discussion. Yeah, it's just adulting. All right. Um, all right. So, and next, if next sign is you're attracted to drama, is possibly you feel like you can't stop your behavior, even when part of you knows it's harmful or illogical. For example, macam that girl was talking about, she has keeps having more boyfriend. She's having more boyfriend at the same time. She knows she may or may not know it's wrong or harmful to herself, and then keeps going into this roller coaster. But she can't stop. She just can't stop. All right, and she keeps doing it. She keeps doing it. She's still doing it. Is she married now? I'm not sure. I've known her for 20 years. I don't know what situation she's now. But I went to her sister's wedding. I don't recall going to her wedding. Uh, all right. So, okay. All right. So you have and signs that you are attracted to drama. You cannot or have difficulty setting boundary with others and not just in romantic relationship. Setting boundary as macam the wrong boundary and the right boundary. The wrong boundary is like getting too intimate as in physically before nikah. All right. And also getting too intimate uh, emotionally also before nikah. Okay, and what ta'aruf halal does, it avoids the unpleasantness, and it is the right, it sets the right boundaries and right expectation. It's there for your protection. What ta'aruf halal is to protect you, to protect your dignity, to protect uh, your sanity, really. Okay? And then next sign is that you're attracted to drama is you seem to have multiple crises, or never have a crisis free period of your life. I said drama, 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 drama. So boyfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend. But just just to share, it's like my neighbor's maid can. Actually, my neighbor's maid. My neighbor lives with him, his mother, very elderly auntie, and the maid. So I hear almost every day for the first week they moved in, and first week they moved in, he dia pergi kerja, and then I hear tungking, like non-stop for 3-4 hours, fighting. I thought it was she was tengah emotionally or verbally abusing the mother, the auntie, kan, right? And I thought, like, no, I have to step in. I thought she was being abusive to her care, kan. Auntie tu lah, dia jaga the maid jaga auntie tu. So it's like, no, this can't happen. I think I tak nak sibuk tepikan orang, but if there's an abuse happening, I have to say something. So I called my neighbor at the office. Hey bro, how long you know this maid? And he said, about 4 years. Why are you asking? Well, I hear a lot of shouting, and I hope, I'm a bit concerned lah. Dia cakap, oh, okay, don't worry. She's just fighting with her boyfriend and or husband at the same time. So she has a husband and a boyfriend at the same time, the maid. Okay. It's like, oh, okay, all right. So fine, lantak dia lah. So aku tak nak menyibuk sangat, kan. As long as she's not abusing the auntie, okay. So if you occasionally hear shouting and yelling somewhere from around here, they are not my kids. An adult woman shouting or yelling, that would be my neighbor. All right, my neighbor's mate, gaduh. My neighbor cakap she's either fighting with her husband or either fighting with her boyfriend. She has both. It's like, okay, gila drama queen. Gila drama queen. And it's like, every day though, aku dengar pun letih. As long as she's not abusing the auntie, fine, silakan, kan. Silakan, as in, your business. Aku tak nak menyibuk. So my neighbor cakap, sorry for the noise. Cakap, okay, I'm just concerned for your mother. I thought she was abusing your mother. No. My mother, dia cakap, my mother would tell me if that's happening. Okay, good. So sorry to kepuchi. No. Yeah. Next, if anything happens, please let me know. Okay, thank you, bro. All right, okay. So, all right, I bukan nak complain to my neighbor. I'm just concerned about his mother if the mother's being abused. Okay, so thinking, gaduh berjam-jam. I'm thinking macam, how does she have this energy to for this drama, the propensity, the intensity? Aku dengar letih 3-4 jam. I have several headphones to work, kan. Headphone battery ni habis. I buy so many new headphones every month just to macam, okay, I need to work and think. Alright, so okay, so drama queen or neighbor's mate is such a drama queen. They gaduh dengan husband, next day gaduh dengan boyfriend, blah blah blah. Every single day exciting. Okay, enough about the neighbor's drama queen. And okay, next sign of attracted to drama, and you could quickly escalate emotionally, then break down, like a roller coaster. Quickly escalate or emotionally break down, like a roller coaster. Kejap you macam, suddenly you jumpy, and then emotionally break down, and then you tengah tarik others to validate your argument, to take your side of the story, of the drama. So that could be happening. Okay, and something is off when going too well. You feel like, my life is too calm. I need to start a fight or just cari pasal, kan? It's like, this is the next sign. So macam you rasa, not you, someone you feel like something is off. Asal too calm. What's happening, kan? Things are going too well, too calm in your life, and then you cari pasal. Okay, and ni makcik bawang. Makcik bawang. You get off on gossip. Suka je gossip. Stir the pot. Mak Saleh cakap. Kan? Mak Melayu cakap, uh, bawang. Suka bawang. Cerita-cerita drama-drama. Asyik cerita pasal diri you je. Online letih. Online letih macam, macam kalau you boss susah lah dia orang nak elak kat you, tapi kalau you junior boleh lah kot dia orang elak you tak pergi lunch with you or what not kan. And someone literally has called you a drama queen, possibly a drama queen. Okay. And it's really tiring. I don't know, as in I dengar my neighbours mate tu, aku pun letih. Aku macam, what's that going on kan? Like, I don't want to know details, but it's noisy. And to top of her voice 4 hours a day, good God, isn't that exhausting? It is. Okay, all right. So, but just reminder that this, I'm not talking about you, but if you think this is you, then perhaps this is a good reflection. And it might be difficult for me to help you find a spouse that wants normalcy, and you don't want normalcy. So it's going to be difficult for me to help you. Okay. Usually nak senang cerita, it's easier to help well-adjusted people. And well-adjusted is a broad term, but someone who's an adult generally, who's not a drama king or drama queen, basically an adult. Okay, adulting, not adulterer, different. Bad boys, adulterer. So, but unfortunately, drama queen would blame another person, the boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. Oh, it's his fault, blah 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 blah. You don't take accountability to yourself. And who's the common denominator? What's the common denominator here? And in every relationship, is it him, or what's the common denominator here? Okay, I know a lot of you, it's not you. You are usually not the drama queen. I know. I'm coaching a lot of sisters. I know, I can sense you're not drama queens, but the people I have not talked to, are you drama queens? Okay, and it's it's exhausting. So far, alhamdulillah, the people I'm coaching are not drama queens, and generally well-adjusted people who are objective, intelligent, highly educated, kan? Alhamdulillah. So it's like, I also don't want to layan drama queens nanti sucking out the energy out of anyone else. Okay, and there's so many more aspect of drama queens and of tonight's topic, which is what if it's you, and what if it's you yang causing the issue. It is, I'm not saying that it's you. I'm saying that this is your sister or your friend or the kakak bawang yang dekat office tu. Okay, and there are several other topics I would like to cover, which are the next few nights, because I wanted to cover this one night, but giving examples takes a lot of time, because examples are stories and people understand better in terms of stories. And I share kisah benar that has a lot of details because I was there. I heard it. It was told to me. Some I've gone through it. Some I've gone through, had drama queen exes. Good God, why was I there? I'm so... yeah. So yeah. Okay. All right. So there are other aspects of apa ni? Of and what if it's you? Maybe one is you, maybe you pengelak intimacy. Second, you could be drama queen or king, right? And there are other aspect of it is macam mungkin you masih stuck in the past, tersangkut dalam zaman silam. I want to cover that in the next few nights or maybe you have problem with being sensitive or defensive, or you might have problem with being happily single, such as we'll cover that another night, inshallah. You uh, might might feel that you boleh fix your ex in a relationship where you boleh fix this other person, kan? You want to, and then you are generally feeling mandom, lara. I think lara is the right word. Mandom is the Kedah word. Lara, I think is the proper term. Lara, sedih, sentiasa sedih. Macam, oh, no one likes me, or I'm not deserving, I'm not competent, I'm not deserving. Always macam sedih, siapa nak kat aku. To an extreme, okay? To an extreme. And emotional gambling addiction. Emotional gambling. Gambling with your emotions, and like gambling addiction, but emotionally. We'll cover that in next few nights, inshallah. Okay, so if you, hey, what's up? Thank you for joining. And we'll cover that in next few nights, inshallah. And thank you so much for joining. If you do have this issue, then I hope that this is just for reflection. Okay, this is just for reflection. I know I see a few names here. I know you're not drama kings or drama queens, and you're not pengelak intimacy, but this is just, it's good to realize that, hey, maybe, but don't get too hypochondriac about it. Macam, I'm all this thing that is yang Coach Juri tengah list down ni, or I'm all of this. Well, maybe you're just hypochondriac. You're just not any of it, just hypochondriac. Kan? Hypochondriac tu macam, what is hypochondriac? Orang yang hypochondriac tu macam dia tengah baca a book of medical illness, kan? Do I have a book? Medical illness. Oh, I have this. I have arrhythmia. I have every page they buka. Oh, I might have that. I have that. I have that. I have that. Last hypochondriac macam, I have everything in this medical journal. Semua dia ada. And or psychologist, or psychological punya hypochondriac macam dia buka DSM-5 tu, which is a manual for psychology of different abnormal illness. Disorder, and dia buka, oh, I have this, I am schizophrenia, I am depressed, I am anorexic, I am bulimic, I am obese. Semua dia, that's hypochondriac. Okay, semua dia ada. So be careful. Don't be a hypochondriac. You might not have all of it. So I mean, but to be, yeah, be careful. I mean, istisharah with your friends. It's good to have a third eye view of what sometimes your friends might know you certain angle of you better. Yeah, good friends, trusted friends. Okay, all right. So next few nights, nak sambung a few more subtopics, which is, you're stuck in the past. You could be defensive, susah nak to be happily single, you rasa you boleh fix your ex. There's some form of transference happening, and then emotional gambling addiction. Not gambling casino, but as in emotionally, you're gambling your emotions. All right. So thank you very nice for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow night, inshallah. Okay, so tell your friends about the Telegram group, which is username is not Jodoh, and fill in the survey so I can help you better, inshallah. And so far, it's still the most popular thing that women want to learn is how to korek maklumat from your calon jodoh. Interesting. All right, so thank you very much for joining. I'll sambung this topic in a few more nights, insyaAllah. Okay, alright. So biasanya adat kita sebelum undur diri, kita doa dulu. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Aku minta pasangan yang menjadi menantu yang baik kepada ibu bapaku, yang disayangimu untuk mendapat keredaanmu, berganding bahu bersama ke jannahmu ya Allah. Amin. Type amin, type amin. Kita aminkan sama sendiri. Cakap amin, type amin. Okay, I will see you on Telegram. Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum. Cinta diri, cinta mari. Bye. Going off air.